What's going on, guys? So I am back from Cleveland. The National has come and gone just like that. Had a great time. Wish I could have stayed longer. 2 days was just a little bit too quick. Last year I went for 4 days, and I think you got to be there at least 4 days to really, at least for me, because I do get all the autographs, and then being able to go around and look at all the cards on top of that, because the autograph sessions did take up a good portion of my day. But that's what I'm going to show in this video. It's all the balls that I got signed. I got 18 balls signed. Once again, it was an amazing experience meeting all of these guys, and everybody was really cool for the most part, and really happy with the way every single one of them turned out. So let's get started. Not going to be really any particular order. I'll show these first 4 non-Hall of Famers that I got, and then pretty much everybody else is a Hall of Famer. So starting off with Al Oliver, which Drew hooked me up with a ticket for him. I didn't plan on getting him originally, and then he inscribed it on the side here, 1982 NL batting and RBI champ. So that's pretty cool. And then another one that I didn't plan on getting, which this ended up being the deal of the week right here, because Drew and I were just walking around looking at cards, and all of a sudden Drew's like, "Is that Doc Gooden sitting right there at that table?" And this was away from all of the normal autographs that you go and you pay for, and he was at the Steiner booth sitting there signing. And so we asked, how much does it cost to get an autograph for Doc Gooden? And they're like, all you gotta do is buy a ball. So they were selling baseballs for 20 bucks, and then he signed it for you, and he inscribed it 85 Cy Young. It did smear a little bit because there was nobody there. I guess either he had just gotten there or nobody knew about it yet. And so we were able to talk to him for a little bit. And as I was talking to him, he signed my ball, and then I'm talking to him, and he was telling me about how he was a Braves fan growing up, since he grew up in Tampa. And after he signed my ball, he was holding on to it, and he was kind of like rolling it around in his hand, like kind of like a nervous twitch, like when you talk to somebody. So that's what ended up happening with that. But can't complain. Free autograph. He's a really cool guy, which somebody had told me before that he was really cool. But and then moving on to somebody who wasn't so cool. This might have been the only person that wasn't that cool, and I wasn't that surprised either. Deion Sanders inscribed Prime Time. The Prime Time didn't come out that great because he was rushed, I guess, because he wanted to get the hell out of there. Just everybody else, when you watch everybody sign these balls, they all take their time when they sign them, and they really care about making them look good. But Deion Sanders he rushed it, and he literally rolled my ball back over to me across the table. He signed it and rolled it to me. If I hadn't caught it, it would have fell on the floor. So still a cool one to get though. As a Braves and a Falcons fan, you gotta love Deion Sanders. And then the next one I got, Kenny Lofton, inscribed it 5-time AL stolen base champ. He was really cool. The only problem is this ball, I don't know what happened, but right up here by the K, I don't know if he started to sign it and then changed his mind, or if that was on his hand right there. But you can see it right there. It's the perfect angle that he starts his K at. So I don't know if that was on his hand, and then when he put his hand back on the ball, it got there, or if he started to sign it right there and stopped because the pen wasn't working or something. I don't know what happened, but maybe I can try to get that off. If anybody knows any tips on maybe some way to try to get that off without ruining the ball. Still a nice piece though. Everybody loves Kenny Lofton in Cleveland. And then this next one that I got, a guy that I already had, but I didn't have him with the Hall of Fame inscription, Bobby Cox. And he inscribed Hall of Fame 2014. It's a really nice Bobby Cox autograph. The one that I had was not nearly as nice as that. And then one complaint that I have is that the TriStar guy put the sticker right there. Didn't ask me where I wanted it. I was getting all my stuff authenticated that day I had maybe like 8 balls I was getting authenticated, so I started pulling everything out of my bag, and I wasn't really watching him, and he takes the first ball that I put down, and he's typing into the computer, and then he just slaps a sticker on there instead of asking me where I wanted it, which that's not really the best place for these Hall of Fame balls. I prefer them to be off to the side right here, like down in this area where you can't see them when they're on display. But the TriStar people, in my opinion, don't do a very good job for the amount of money that we're all spending on these balls. Again, like they were last year, the authentication guy one of them was eating pizza while you would walk up there with all your stuff, and he literally was eating pizza and touching everybody's stuff. And I was in line, and I was like, please don't let him be the guy that opens up next for me. And sure enough, he does. So I just let the guy behind me go, and I'm like, I'm not even getting in line for this guy. Next year, if I do this again, I'm seriously going to bring gloves, and I'm going to give them gloves and make them wear gloves when they touch my stuff, because it just annoys me. They have no idea that people don't want pizza on their stuff that they're spending all this money on. So this one right here, this is Rod Carew, inscribed 77 AL MVP. All the Hall of Famers I got on a Hall of Fame ball. I just like the Hall of Fame balls. And then this one right here, one of my favorite ones, Brooks Robinson. He was the nicest guy, probably of everybody. Very engaging, asked me where I was from. Talked about the Braves a little bit. Described human vacuum cleaner. Let me take a picture with them, which I'll show you right now. And he stood up for the picture even, instead of having to get down next to him like a lot of guys. You know, he's 80-something years old and he's standing up taking pictures with everybody. And then the next one I got, Carlton Fisk. Had him inscribe it Pudge. Carlton Pudge Fisk. He's got a nice autograph. And he was really cool. The guy in front wanted him to sign it Pudge, but then also wanted an inscription, and he only had one inscription ticket. So the lady there that works for TriStar was like, oh, you can't get Pudge and another inscription, because Pudge counts as an inscription. And he didn't say anything, and he just signed away, and he put Pudge anyways. And then I got Dave Winfield, inscribed 3,010 hits. And Dennis Eckersley, he's got a cool autograph. And he inscribed 1992 AL Cy Young MVP. So that's pretty cool. And then got Wade Boggs, inscribed 3,010 hits. And Jim Rice, the 78 AL MVP. He seemed like he didn't want to be there. Wasn't rude or anything, but just not as engaging as some of the other guys were. And then, let's see, this is one of my favorites right here, on a 95 World Series ball. Tom Glavine, inscribed 95 World Series MVP. This is a beautiful ball right here. Looks brand new. It might be, it may not be a real one. And then these next two, I was really excited about. Randy Johnson. Went ahead and got him on a Hall of Fame ball. He'll be in the Hall of Fame next year, I'm sure. 5-time Cy Young. And then I actually got a second Randy Johnson for free, which might have been a little bit dishonest of me, but This is just on a regular ball. Inscribed Big Unit. But the reason I was able to get this one for free is because I pre-ordered my tickets and then I picked them up at the TriStar booth when I got there. And I looked through them all to make sure everything was there, and then I left. And then I'm getting ready to go get Randy Johnson, and I pull out my ticket, and then I pull out the inscription ticket, and I realize that they didn't give me an inscription ticket. They gave me a second autograph ticket. So he, like I said, he was the most expensive guy, so I was like, well, either I go back and give this back and tell them they made a mistake, or I get a second Randy Johnson autograph, which karma will probably come back to bite me and that one will fade out or something. But that's payback for them eating pizza while they were authenticating my shit. So these next three, I'm excited about adding these because I'm trying to get as many guys on an all-star ball that played for their home team. Like when the all-star game was in Cleveland, Jim Thome was on the Indians. So I got a collection going. I got some guys like that last year. I think I got 7 of them now after the 3 that I got this time. So I got this Jim Thome 5-time all-star on the 97. And then I got Tom Glavine 10-time all-star on the 2000. And then the last one that I got, probably one of my favorites. Shit. We got lamp issues over here. This is the 99 All-Star Game ball that was in Boston with Pedro Martinez, where he struck out 5 of the 6 batters that he faced. Got the MVP. So that one looks really good, turned out nice. I told him to put 5 strikeouts, and he was like, I think it'll look better with 5 Ks. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Argue with Pedro Martinez and tell him you think it would look better that way? But real happy with the way it turned out. Nick from the Facebook group actually got the exact same ball. We didn't even know we were getting it, but really nice piece. So that's it. That is my recap of my baseballs I got signed. I didn't pick up very many cards because 1, I didn't have much time, and 2, like I had said before, it was hard to find deals, and if you don't have time to walk around, you don't have time to find the deals. So unfortunately I didn't find many, but I did get hooked up with some awesome stuff, which I'm really excited about, which I'll make another video here and get that up soon. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those of you guys that I saw at the Nationals, it was awesome hanging out and meeting you guys, and hopefully we can do it again next year. Peace out.